Today there will be a very tough test for the 500-ton press because one of my subscribers sent me a thick piece of American AR500 armor. The thickness of this plate is 1.5 inches or almost 4 centimeters. Will 500 tons of force and the strength of the conical attachment be enough to pierce it? With piercing a regular plate of low-carbon steel 5 cm thick, the 500-ton press handles it brilliantly. But armor steel, especially AR500, is a completely different matter. Let's recall what items we have already crushed with the hydraulic press. For example, a stack of 8 titanium armor plates from a Soviet bulletproof vest shattered to pieces under a load of 200 tons. And one such plate, by the way, can withstand a shot from an SVD. About a year ago, we already dealt with American armor steel AR500, only the thickness of that plate was not as impressive. It was half an inch thick, 12.7 millimeters. An AR500 plate of this thickness withstands a hit from a .50 caliber. But under the press, it gave in at a load of just over 100 tons. Well, let's return to our very thick armor plate. Частипате. How will it resist penetration by very hard balls? These will be steel balls from Soviet bearings, as well as a Corundum ball, whose hardness is comparable to that of a diamond and only slightly inferior to it. So, first in line to face the armor plate will be a 20 mm ball from a Soviet bearing. The 20 mm ball shattered into pieces under a load of 80 tons. Only a small dent remained on the armor plate. The upper punch attachment of the press flew off from such a load difference. So, the next opponent for the armor plate is a 20 mm Corundum ball. The Corundum ball burst under a load of 30 tons, although it does not burst when in contact with softer steels. It presses into the steel with its entire surface. So, a 35 mm ball from a Soviet bearing. The maximum load at which the sphere broke was 150 tons. And this is after all the weight of 3 tanks. And on the armor plates there are still practically no damages. How will the conical attachment behave upon contact with this armor plate? The steel from which this cone is made has a hardness of 40 units. We will press the cone from the opposite side of the plate. Oko păcato în ea. This is how the cone deformed under a load of only 100 tons. There were practically no damages on the plate, just a bit of rust came off. Now it's time to use the heavy artillery of a 500-ton hydraulic press and a steel cone with a hardness of 60 units. This is very high hardness. The maximum load was 450 tons. This time, the armor plate sustained a more serious damage. About a centimeter deep. But of course, it's titanium and it's still far from complete penetration. The conical attachment has come to an end. By the way, we managed to wear out the cone for the first time. I'm a bit shocked, to be honest, at how well this plate resists penetration. Suggest in the comments what you would like to see tested under the hydraulic press. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.